Hello world, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing great. My name's Lucas of LRB Aquatics. I am your host. Welcome to my channel, and I hope you all are doing well. If not, as always, I hope it gets better for you. So today I wanted to share with you guys a quick video in response to my hill stream loach video that has no flow, pretty much no oxygenation, there's no air stone, there's nothing, no filter in their tank, and they're doing happy, they're healthy, and all that stuff. And somebody commented, made a good point, and I made a response to it, and I want to share that with you guys now. Now, a big reason I decided to make this video and to share this response is that I hope it'll help some of you guys as well to kind of put your thought and process into actually being the fish and thinking about the fish and the environments and stuff that they come from. And here's a gratuitous shot of the barb tanks. These guys are looking absolutely stunning today. Never get tired of that tank. Alright, sorry about that gratuitous footage, but it's easy to get distracted in this fish room. So if you have not seen it yet, this is the video we're talking about. The what you may not know about hill stream loaches, no flow, and this is the what I'm going to be referring to. So if you have not seen that, check it out. It's a good one. And then also this, I definitely recommend watching this. This was a good one about doing water changes, some awesome tips in there. There's all kinds of great videos in here you can check out. Tons of playlists, fish room tours. It's got tons of fish room tours, tips, tricks, all that stuff. So check it out. Here is the question, or well, the comment from Andy Stokes. I thought it was a great comment. It says, these fishes need cool, highly oxygenated water with a high flow. The water needs to be very soft, very dilute with low TDS. Unlike your name is Lucas, in which case you keep them at average aquarium temperatures with hard water, high TDS, a reasonable layer of mulm on the bottom of the tank, absolutely no flow and no oxygen. Just to compound it, have a good layer of biofilm on the surface. It makes you wonder how we got the accepted wisdom in the first place. My guess is that when they were first discovered and introduced into the hobby, we tried our very best to mimic their natural environment, and everybody copied everybody else, and nobody tried anything different. Great comment, Andy Stokes. So I decided to reply to that and tell him why I think that is. So here's my comment, and it says, I believe the reason we are fed so much false information is the fact that, which goes into what he believes too, as far as what they tried and mimicking. That could be the case too. So I'm not trying to say one is right or one is wrong. Some of it's just speculation, you know. But anyway, it says, I believe the reason we are fed so much false information is the fact that if we were all successful and kept fish easily, then they wouldn't die very much, which for the industry would be bad because they would have trouble selling you more fish. Also in the wild, temps and measurements are taken at time of collection. And this isn't with just fish too. Like when I first started getting into shrimp, they're always telling you the opposite of what to keep them in. But then as hobbyists started learning out, it started to change. But anyways, also in the wild, temps and measurements are taken at time of collection. Even these places have seasons where it can shift some parameters like TDS, GH, KH, acidity, alkalinity, all that stuff. Oxygenations, levels of oxygenation, so any of all those elements. Just because a fish is found in a river with high flow doesn't mean they prefer, but mostly tolerate it because it's what they know or what the environment becomes for a part of the year or a moment in time. Most fish still prefer to hang out near the bottom or edges of fast-moving water. And that's where you normally catch them. If you've ever been fishing, that's where you'll normally find them. Even catfish lay at the bottom. And that's the only ones you really see in high streams, or even plecos. They're in between rocks. They're staying away from the flow. You're getting most of your flow from the top of the water. So if they really did love the high flow, they'd be at the top of the water. Oh man, oops. Alright, so after I did all that, I had to actually come to the video to get to the comment, because when you're in the beta studio, it will not let you, after you already replied to it, it does not add it in. So when you guys actually reply to this, it doesn't put it into our beta studio. So it's actually really hard for us to reply back after you guys reply. It's kind of a pain. But we can go to the video, which is nice. But I wish YouTube would kind of fix that. But anyways, I was talking about how even these places will change their elements, like during the seasons, during rains, and everything else like that. Most fish still prefer to hang out near the bottom or edges of fast moving water. They also tend to breed and be more active when the water is still, opposed to after a rain and it's speeding fast. So usually the fish are breeding in the edges, towards the shallows, the banks, when it's calm. Many fish also go to the calm shallows to breed in pools too, which this is also great information if you're trying to breed these types of fish that come out of these types of waters. I have learned this with plecos, pandagoras, barbs, minnows, tetras, rasboras, loaches, rainbows, and many more, like tons of stuff. And we've just got to think about their environments. We got to think about where they actually come from, how they actually act within those waters. Just because they're in those waters doesn't mean that they prefer it. Or if you go into mountain streams when they're in high flow or whatever, you never see the fish out. They're always laying low at the bottom waiting for that current to go away so they can come out and then just be playful, do their thing. And I find that to be true when it comes to my aquariums. If I had, like these barbs for instance, they come from a really fast water. These, same with the hill trouts here, come from a really fast water. Now if I were to pump that up and have it just constantly blasting on them, they'd have to burn so many calories to just try to keep up. So you'd have to even feed them more. And they wouldn't just be able to go at their leisure. They wouldn't display their little displays, because when they tee up or when they're being playful, getting underneath each other's little underbellies and stuff like that, if they were to try to make that maneuver in fast moving water, it wouldn't be possible. They can't make those maneuvers. So they have to go to calmer waters or wait for calmer waters till they can make those maneuvers. And often that maneuvering is courtship, which leads to breeding and stuff. So, just a little food for thought, something to think about when you're keeping fish, or even if you're planning on breeding fish. And as we know as humans, are we going to be as comfortable in a cave? That's like saying, hey, we used to live in caves, but a house is definitely much more comfortable than a cave. Sorry to anybody who lives in caves, no offense. I do enjoy a nice cave myself. But I do prefer my central air, no lie. Alright, so there you have it, another video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you liked it, hit that like button. And if you did learn something, please help share this to other fellow fish keepers, and maybe we can help other people out as well. Just something to think about. Let's share with each other instead of just holding it to ourselves. Like, there's so many trade secrets I could probably keep to myself, but why? Like, I'm over the whole ideal of profit. That's what's driving this whole humanity down. Anyways, that's another ramble. We're not getting on this because it's a fish channel. But anyways, I hope you guys liked. Till next time, everybody. Peace. Have a great one.